Everything is in working order on Trailblazers Courtside. Please do have Trailblazers team president Chris McGowan joining us as we were talking before we went to a break there. Basketball, of course, the business of it is your specialty. We've talked about the naming rights, getting the Moda Center on board here. We've got new food vendors here. There's so many new exciting changes around here. And is there any more that are on the way? I'm sure it's kind of a ever-evolving process for you.
Yeah, I mean, we're always taking a look at things that need to be improved, and sometime in March we're going to announce some improvements in particular that we're going to be putting into the arena as a whole. So be on the lookout for that. I think fans are going to enjoy what we have in store in terms of improving the facility and time for next season. And we're also, a lot of people already know this, but we're opening the new restaurant on the Rose Quarter at the beginning of March. It's going to be a great place for people to go before and after games. It's only going to be open on event nights, so if there's not an event on campus, it's not going to be open. So for concerts and family shows, and for the Portland Thunder, and for Trailblazers games for sure, and Winterhawks games, it's going to be open. I think that's going to be a real nice added experience to the coming to an event here.
And is that a week from tonight, right?
Yeah, it's
against the Lakers.
Yeah, hopefully. We're working round the clock on it. I want to get it open and ready, but we want to make sure it's right before we open it. So we've tentatively set March 3rd as the date, and that's probably going to be the opening night that we have it. But stay tuned. We're still working. They're working 24 hours a day to get it open.
Excellent.
Working on a project like that during the course of the season, that just takes a commitment from a lot of people, because one would think that when the season starts, everybody locks into tip-off. But you work so hard on so many things that are behind the scenes but being developed like that project. Yeah,
and it takes a lot of people to get it off the ground. You're working with architects, you're working with firms, design firms, all that good stuff. So fortunately, we have what I think one of the best staffs on the arena side of things that run the arena and the Veterans Memorial Coliseum and the Rose Quarter, and obviously led by Chris Oxley, who's the general manager there, and a great team of people that projects are second hat to them, and they're doing these all over the facility, so they know how to do it, and we're lucky to have them here, and they've been working hard on this one in particular to get it open.
There's been a lot of talk with the season tickets and rescaling the prices and stuff like that. Can you offer the listeners and the viewers, if you will, just a little bit more clarity on what kind of went into that decision?
Yeah, about a year ago, we started an analysis into all of our ticket sales data and looking at all of our pricing categories in the arena, and we wanted to make sure that we're staying up with what market demand is and what people are paying for those tickets. And what we learned through the analysis that our pricing was a little bit off in some categories, and we rescaled, and we've added new price categories. We have 30 price categories as opposed to 27 that we had last year. Some tickets have gone up, some tickets have gone down, but basically we just wanted to correct some pricing that hadn't been corrected for a long time. About 60% of our season ticket holders' prices are going up, and 40% are staying neutral and going down. So we just rescaled the pricing categories to make them more in line with what the market is now.
Okay. Chris, can you talk a little bit about it? And I'm looking at the Trailblazer fan base over a period of time, Memorial Coliseum, standing room only, lines on the wall, and people had a place to stand.
Right.
And now you're talking about rescaling and pricing changes, about the ratio between the value of the ticket, and season ticket holders year in and year out.
Yeah, we, I made this commitment when I started a year ago that we wanted to make sure that we're managing the price so our season ticket holders have the best price on tickets. So I want to ensure and be able to look at our season ticket holders and say, your price is going to be better than anyone else's over the course of a season. They're footing the bill for us, and they're supporting us on a game in and game out basis, coming 44 nights a year. So if you're a season ticket holder, no matter what, you're going to have the best price, and we'll go up from there. So we've been able to accomplish that this year. On average, our season ticket holders are paying 30% less than other people that are coming to our game. So we feel good about the progress we made in that regard.
Chris, as a follow-up to that, talking about the value of season ticket holders or the importance of season ticket holders. When you look at a professional sports franchise, and I tend to look at it, and there's all these different revenue streams, and there's television and different television networks. How important is the season ticket holder in the big scheme of things?
I mean, it's the most important thing. It basically drives everything. And that's not just here. That's for pretty much every professional sports team, certainly in the NHL, the NBA, Major League Soccer, and, the gate and the ticket sales is the most important thing to these franchises. We're lucky here because we have such a great fan base that has been supportive of our team when we win, and they're supportive of our team when we lose. So I wouldn't say this is a typical market. The passion here is definitely higher than any market I've operated in, and you study everything that's going on out there in the industry, and you realize that even Timberwolves players were saying it last night. I think they said that this is, if not the best building, it's the best building in terms of fan experience and how much energy they bring. More than anything, that's what's important. If you're a player, you want to know you're playing in front of a full crowd every night, and certainly we have that luxury here in Portland.
You hear that a lot from opposing teams.
Yeah.
And it's not lip service. These guys are authentic when they say it as well.
Yeah.
These renewal packets, they've been out now for a few days. What's been the response from some of the people?
Packets are hitting as we speak, but we sent a note online to all of our account holders. They can go online and look at their season ticket renewals, and then the packets are hitting as we speak. So, feedback's been good. We're just talking to all of our account holders and letting them know, what their specific seat has gone up or down or stayed neutral, and that's just a work in progress. And I think fans are excited about all the improvements that are going into the facility, improvements that are going into the Rose Carter. But more than anything, our fans are excited about what they're seeing every night, and certainly our basketball guys have done a great job there, and the product on the court has significantly gotten better, and we feel on the business side the product has gotten better in terms of the experience that our fans are getting when they come to the arena. So certainly there's some tough conversations that people's prices go up, and you got to be conscious of that, and where we are, and we're working through that. But all in all, things are going good.
We talk about the fans' experience, and we always ask people to be, kind of involved, be interactive with us on Twitter. And so Sissela wants to know, are there any plans to provide more close, reasonably priced parking for Blazer games? And where would you do it, I guess?
Yeah, that one, I haven't really dove too much into that yet. A lot of our fans come on, the trains, or they come on the public transportation, which is a good thing. So for me, what we've spent most of our time and energy on is getting out of those parking lots quickly and getting into them quickly. So we're doing ingress and egress studies, and we've heard from our fans that was a little bit of a frustration for them. So we're putting a lot of time and energy to make sure that it's convenient to get in and out of the parking. But in terms of where new parking may be, we'd have to take a look at that. Yep.
The grain elevator across the street, right?
Yeah. Park in the Pearl and enjoy some of those restaurants over there, and all the fans should walk across the bridge. I think that would be a great visual. It's not that far.
Right.
Definitely not that far.
That's true.
Yeah.
Capital improvements, we've talked about those going on, and those are going to be going on, I'm guessing, for the next year at least, including some of the suites, right? You're going to be redoing a lot of the suites?
Yeah, there's some stuff going on there that we're going to announce a little bit later. Early March, we're going to come out and talk to all of our suite holders about some of the exciting stuff that's going on there. There's going to be some stuff going on in all of the levels of the arena, which is good. We've got a plan for the next 2 or 3 years in terms of all the projects that we're going to like to accomplish, both on the basketball side of things. We've talked about the practice facility, and obviously Paul's very interested in making sure that our players have a state-of-the-art place to work every day, and certainly have made a lot of improvements there, and potentially there's going to be some more that are going to go on there. And then anything that we can do that maybe we're not thinking about right now that makes our experience better when people come onto the Rose Quarter and they go to an event, and we want them to stay afterwards as well. So just stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening over the next couple months.
So, Chris, in this climate of season ticket renewal, I'm going to kind of take the position of the consumer. Are there any incentives for them to sign up quickly or sign up fast? Or
Yeah, good question. We've instituted something that we hadn't done in the past. It's an early renewal incentive. So if our fans renew by March 7th, which is the early renewal deadline, what we're doing is we're freezing their playoff ticket pricing for the first round. So fans know that sometimes when playoffs come about, ticket prices can go through the roof in some instances. For us, we wanted to, as a thank you to our season ticket holders and as a thank you to their renewal, say, you know what, you're going to pay what you paid in the regular season for the first round of the playoffs, and that's something we haven't done in the past. So hopefully people will take us up on that. It's just nice to be able to be talking about the playoffs with our fans. I mean, there's a lot of excitement just around that, which is fun to be around.
For many years, the Blazers have been near the very top as far as in the NBA, as far as attendance numbers, but near the bottom when it comes to ticket prices, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the rescaling with the Moda Center and the seats bring to kind of you're losing 700 seats, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere along that line.
We shrunk capacity a little bit in the arena because we had, in my opinion, a lot of seats, and we just wanted to bring it down a little bit. We're still going to be top 5 in the league in attendance, and I think we're 19th in average ticket price, and I don't anticipate that changing very much. And that speaks to, it's a focus of our organization to make sure that we're not gouging and that, we're providing great value for people and affordable options for fans as well. So I don't anticipate those numbers changing drastically. I know we're going to be in the top 5 in terms of attendance because we just talked about how good our fans are in terms of supporting, and, being 19th in average ticket price, I don't see that changing very much. So we're going to be in the bottom in average ticket price as well.
It's nice to play in front of a full house, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it
makes your job easier.
Yeah, it's great for our players too. I mean, last night was really close to a sellout. It wasn't sold out completely, but it was the loudest I've heard the building since I've been there. So it's electric, and I've seen some buildings across all sports that are empty, and it's tough for players to get up, and they need the 6th man sometimes to spur them on a little bit and provide some energy, and it certainly in our arena it happens on a nightly basis. So I'm pinching myself and glad to be a part of that.
You've made no secret that you eventually would like to bring an all-star game, the NBA showcasing the league here in Rip City. How far along do you think we are, or maybe how far out are we from making that a reality? And
well, they got the next 2 lined up, so we're certainly at least that far out.
Yeah, right.
So what I tell people is we're just going to be in the conversations, and we're going to put our best foot forward. And if we can get it, great. But we're in conversations about a lot of events to bring into Portland, and we think we have one of the best arenas out there and a great event campus. And whether it's college basketball or hockey or big concerts or any of that type of stuff, we're in conversations to try to bring as many big-time events to this great city as possible, and that's part of what we do on a daily basis.
We're doing some incredible things, I know that. Anything else on your mind? Are we gonna win tomorrow in Denver?
I hope so. I can rub it in that's where my dad lives, so if we win, I can rub it in a little bit. So I think we're going to win.
Oh, let me ask you finally, just as kind of the fun closing piece as we go out, about Terry Stotts and his tribute to Jack Ramsey the other night.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was awesome.
It was unbelievable.
I mean, I was walking around the arena. I mean, people were abuzz with it, and I thought it was a really, really classy move, and he pulled it off, which is sometimes hard to do with that on. So I thought it was great, and it just shows you what a good person Terry is.
Not only are the Trailblazers in the Moda Center, but there's going to be some non-basketball related events. I know the Globetrotters, were they just here?
They just came.
They were just here.
They just left, yeah.
So what else is coming up that fans should know about?
Do some good concerts. We were just listening to it.
Right, James Taylor
is a good one. So we got George Strait. I mean, we're really getting active and trying to get as many concerts in here. But we have a World Tennis coming up, a little bit of a tennis event. So there's a great variety, and of course you have the Portland Thunder starting March 17th with their kickoff. We got to get used to saying that. Yeah. So I feel good about that. There's a little bit of something for everyone coming into here and the Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Yeah, and the Winterhawks have won, I don't know, just 20 in a row.
Yeah, that's not
pretty
easy
good
to do in any league.
I know. It's
fantastic.
Been unbelievable. And the goal is obviously, Chris, as we visit with Trailblazers team president Chris McGowan, the goal is to have this facility have something occupying it every night, right?
Yeah, I mean,
ultimately.
You want to get as many. This place can handle it, and it's a great city. So yeah, we need to ramp that up a little bit. And fortunately, we have a lot of traffic and a lot of events as is, but you can always use more
revenue, baby.
That's right.
Let's make it. Let's make it.
There you go.
All right. Blazers team president Chris McGowan. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by.